Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks so much for coming by the channel today. Today we're going to be taking a peek at a brand new 2025 T880 triaxle dump truck. So let's see what this is all about. All right. So it's a little bit noisy out here today. I hope it's okay. A lot of traffic here. I got to do this here first thing in the morning during rush hour. So let's see what this is all about. So this is a 2025 Kenworth T880. It's a day cab with a 20-foot, 6-inch Bebo box installed by the guys over at Kenworth. So I sell a lot of trucks into northwestern Ontario with this type of configuration. It's actually illegal in Manitoba to have a lift axle where I'm located, but these trucks here, we service the northwestern Ontario region, and I can help those guys out and build and bring in these trucks. So let's get into the specs. So up front we have a stainless steel aluminum clad channel bumper, or stainless steel chrome channel bumper, not aluminum clad, chrome channel. We got the center toe pin. Up front here we got the bug screen in behind the grille, the clips here for the winter front, and then you have the wire mesh grille on the front. Now our guys at the shop here, we installed this stainless bug deflector up front. The fenders on the T880 are actually bolted on. So the nice thing is, in construction or vocational trucks, if you damage this corner here, you can just bolt on a new fender without having to go through the whole process of gluing or bonding fender to the rest of the hood. Ordered it with this chrome trim piece around the air intake, and then we have those little fans in there. That's the pre-cleaner. We did the chrome mirrors, and we got the 4.5-inch rubber fender extensions on the front. And then I like to put this closeout panel on truck orders when I can. Basically just finishes the fender off, lines it up nicely with the bumper so you don't have that big gap right there. Did nice polished rims on the front there. We got the fuel tanks polished, 2-inch straps with a 2-inch polish straps here as well. And then this here is a 120-gallon fuel tank. We put dual exhaust on the truck. Only the passenger side is connected. Something else I like to do is I like to put on the grab handles on the exhaust, because there's no grab handles on the outside of the truck otherwise. So it just gives a little bit more safety aspect getting in and out. So something I like to put on. So this truck was actually ordered stock, and about a month before the truck was finished, we were able to change the box color and do a few tweaks to the spec on the box. So, hey, a big thank you to Wayne Booth at All Terrain Contracting for purchasing this truck. Hope this truck serves you well, and I'm sure it will. So we got this 20,000-pound lift axle here, and this is SPIF compliant, so that's for Ontario requirements and regulations. So this is approved for that area. And to make it SPIF compliant, we put this Provisio kit on there. So that's to make the axle go up and down. We have a fuel tank straddle in between the tanks here, or the tires here. Here we have a 75-gallon fuel tank. So you got a total of about 195 gallons of fuel, so lots of fuel. for a construction truck. We got the 60-inch axle spread here with the Hendrickson Primax suspension. So that is what's going on there. Michelin tires, the X Works. It's a nice aggressive tire right there. Full lockers on the back end here, and those are the Meritor RT46 with the PEH, the heavy housing, the oil pump on there. So it's the big heavy duty diff on there. And we put the pintle on the back there. It's enough to hook up with the back here. You got hydraulics running to the back as well, and that's for pulling a pup. And then there's that box. Over on this side, we put the hydraulic tank, and we got the ports on the back there. Here's the def tank on this side. So just a little bit tricky to configure and fit everything in. And with the new exhaust routing, the exhaust kind of comes up and around here now. It used to be all kind of in behind, but it all kind of sticks out. This is factory. This is a automatic heated box, so you can adjust that from inside the cab, as you can see there. We did a polish package, so I don't know if you noticed the other side, the battery box is all polished up, and then we did the same thing on this here too. So the DPF box is all polished as well. And it's been clean it was clean 2 days ago. We had to drive it back here in the rain, and it's been raining for the last few days. So we're doing our best to try and keep it clean. Customer will be here in about half an hour to pick it up. So let's open up the hood here and show you what's on the inside. Couple things to note too. Up top, we got beacons. Those are LED, and we got the LED work lights up top, or the not work lights, the marker lights. And then we have the factory stainless visor up there. So underneath the hood, we have the 510 horsepower PACCAR 1850 torque rating on it. Nice lightweight package here. We got the windshield washer fluid. We have the coolant up top there. Here's your power steering reservoir and filter. There is the boost terminals. This truck is on disc brakes all the way around, front and back. And that's how I like to bring them in for stock. So if you are in the Ontario region and you want to get a truck like this, we have them on order, and we like to keep them in stock here all the time. A lot of times they sell before they even land on the ground, as this one did. Hot side, we got your turbo, your spinner, your additional filters, and there's the HVAC system up there. We have the taps here to shut off the coolant going into the HVAC for the off season. So let's close up the hood, and I'll show you around the inside really quick. Now, before we go inside, I just want to tell you a few things that what I like to do on some trucks. The frame rails on this truck have a special coating on it before it goes into the factory. It's called the zinc oxide frame rail paint process. So that basically puts a coating over top of the frame rails, so it helps resist rusting over the years. And we have that on both the standard rail, the main rail, and the inserted rail, because this has got a double frame rail all the way through on this truck. So as we go into the cab, it is the high-level interior, the Diamond VIT. So you can see that nice stitching on the door. We have the leather seats here. Take that off. You can see what that's all about. So there's that nice leather seat. It is a GT702. I don't remember if I put heat in it or not. Yeah, it's got the heat, so you can see that little button right there for the heat. With the Diamond VIT, you get this nice stitching and this leather wrapped steering wheel, which is very sharp. And then you also get this wood grain dash all the way across there. Full gauge package all the way through, so that's nice to have all the gauges in there. We have an Allison automatic. Just close the door here. Allison automatic, it's the 4500 series RDS. It's a bulletproof transmission. Just sell a lot of them into construction, and I'm a big fan of the Allison. As far as the steering column here, we have the Jake brake right over here. Here is the media controls. So this is for the radio. This is for the display up here. You got forward, back, and then here is your selector. You can also push that button in. There is the answer or hang up your phone, forward, reverse for the radio, and then the source. Over here we have your set resume, on off for your cruise. This is to set your waypoints between job sites. And then here for construction zones, if you want, you can actually limit your pedal manually. So if you want to limit your speed, if this truck is restricted at 65 miles an hour or 105 kilometers an hour, but let's say you're going through a construction zone and it's 80 clicks, you can set your speed while you're driving with your throttle at 80, hit limit, and it will limit the truck to 80 kilometers an hour until you turn that off. So that's kind of a neat feature right there. We got your mirror, all of the mirrors are over here, so we'll talk about that. We got your mirrors, your heat, your control for left and right, your power, and then there's your window lifts, your door locks. Over here is the washer fluid. That whole collar slides in to put windshield washer fluid onto the window. There is the interrupter marker lights for the roof. Down here we have work lights on the back of the cab. There's the bunk light, and then interior lights, your pre-trip for doing your walk around. And over here is your hazards, your headlights, your clearance lights, and then fog light switch. We have your HVAC system, and then over here we have a bunch of spare switches on the truck here. We got 5 spares. There's your spike, and then your engine fan, air traction control, your regen switch, spare air switch. There is the air suspension dump, and then your full lockers, and then the PTO switch. So here, this is all the controls from Gincor on the box. So we got a vibrator on that box, so that just shakes the whole thing a bit just to dump everything out. And that box is heated, so there's that heat, and then there's the temperature. Your tarp, it's electric tarp. This is to lift and lower the box, and then a bunch of controls over here on the back as well. So there is a quick tour on this truck. All right, so that's it for this week's video. I know it was a really quick one, just breezing through it here. But again, a big thank you over to All-Terrain for purchasing this truck. Sure appreciate you putting your trust in me to bring this truck to you. And thanks for coming all the way to pick it up. And hey, if you are new to this channel and you like this type of content, I'd invite you to subscribe. Do all those things that YouTubers say. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a truck salesman, but subscribe. It sure helps me out and makes me feel like this channel is growing, and that's always a fun thing to see happen. So give this video a thumbs up too if you're into that. And you can also go to my website up here, thekenworthguy.com, which is linked to inland truck and equipment, where all of our inventory is available, so you can see what's going on there. So thanks so much for checking in, and as always, have yourself the world's best day.